guys? It's Josh Feuerstein. You know, sometimes walking through this thing called life, we find ourselves in relationships or even in so-called friendships or encountering people along the way that wound us, that hurt us, that tear us apart and leave us feeling worthless. But I believe that there's a lesson in all of this, and it all comes from me issuing you a challenge with the $100 bill. You see, this is a bright, brand new, shiny $100 bill worth $100. Now, if I were to take this $100 bill and I were to spit on it, if I were to crumple it up, if I were to tear it a little bit and damage it, guess what? That is still a $100 bill. And even though it might have a few wrinkles and maybe have a few tears, and even though it's been spit on, the reality is it still has value. How much? $100. Because even though it's been wounded, the reality is that it bears the image of that man, Benjamin Franklin, on the front. That $100 bill is all dependent on the fact that it bears that man's image. Now, here's what the Bible says. The Bible says that God created you in his image. Now, I want you to ask yourself, do you think that you're any less valuable? Maybe you don't look like everybody else. Maybe you go on Instagram and compare yourself against other people. Maybe you have more wrinkles. Maybe you're larger. Maybe you don't look like Britney Spears or Pamela Anderson or Heidi Klum or any. But do you really think that that's what your value is based upon? Whether you compare to the image of other people? No, your value is based upon the fact that you bear the image of God. So the next time that someone tries to make you feel worthless, I want you to remember that you bear his image. And in the eyes of God, you are the most beautiful thing that has ever existed. I pray that this has helped somebody. I pray that this has brought you a little bit of hope. So I'm just asking, would you just take a moment and would you click share, like, and comment below? Because there's somebody in your friends feed, in your news feed, in your friends list that needs to hear this message. Somebody struggling with self-image. So just take a moment and click share. If you're not my friend already here on Facebook, we do this every single day. So just click my name up on top of this video and add me as a friend. I love you guys. Remember, you're made in his image, so don't let anybody ever make you feel worthless. God bless you. Share, share, share.